From the Calitrin Studios, Calitrin is the safe and effective way to lose weight. Find out more about Calitrin at acetj.com/weight loss. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So I didn't know this. One of the most popular questions people are now, managers and bosses are now asking in interviews is, who is your hero? That'll set you back a minute. I mean, if you're expected to be answering questions about your work experience and somebody's like, who's your hero? That would be a little, oh man, I need to think about that. I don't know if I'd have an answer right out of the gate.
That can tell you a lot about a person, though.
I think that's the idea, is who they pick will tell you a lot about their personality.
Yeah. Like, they say Che Guevara or whatever, then you're going to go, okay, well, all right. Well, thanks for checking in.
Or maybe you would. Maybe you'd be like, oh, that's a great answer. Have you guys ever thought about who is your hero?
Oh, yeah. I've always known.
You would say your mom.
Yeah, my mom.
Do you mean that?
Yeah. It's always been my answer. My mom's my hero.
Yeah. I know it sounds good, but like.
No, that's legit.
You mean it. Yeah, okay. Because that's what I'm thinking, like in a job interview, I'm like, my mother.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'd mean it. Oh.
But I
I don't idolize anybody else. Like, there's nothing like that.
Just your mom?
I don't even know if I really idolize her, but she's my hero.
I took Enrique Iglesias up on his offer.
You let him be your hero?
Let me be your hero, baby. Okay.
All right. That'd be weird in a job interview. Enrique Iglesias. Can you tell me more?
Enrique?
But a lot of people are saying, like, they have answers like ready, and they're like, you can use this one if you don't have a great answer. And somebody was like, Sacagawea. The Native American woman on the back of the gold coin. I mean, you really better have some details about Sacagawea's life.
All right, Sacagawea.
Throw that out.
Sacagawea, who led Lewis and Clark west, right? Isn't that Sacagawea?
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, that's Sacagawea.
I know they had the
sure
gold dollar was Sacagawea.
Yeah.
But that you better have something, to back up what you say in case they're like, why, or else you're going to look like a real idiot.
I'd say Cardi B.
Yeah.
I'd have to say, literally, Cardi B.
We probably do get dumb answers.
Yeah, Sacagawea was a teenager when she led Lewis and Clark west.
Okay, that's an amazing person, worthy of being called a hero. But then there's this new study out. They said the word hero means different things to different people. But what they found after interviewing Americans and people from the UK, women and people of color are often overlooked. But then somebody pointed out, well, what about Martin Luther King Jr.? Everybody loves him. Barack Obama, first African-American president. A lot of people use those answers. But women and people of color are often overlooked. And I said, I don't even know.
Okay, well, you get to pick your own hero. So if you were, I don't know how that works.
They said most people continue to list white men as their heroes.
That's a lie.
Okay,
that's just some communist line. That's what that is.
Yeah,
I don't trying to, always paint white men to be the enemy of everything. Yeah.
Well, hey, I picked a white woman, so I'm better than all y'all.
Yeah, you did.
My mama was a white woman.
What?
That ain't what Maury said.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who I would answer, but maybe you do have an answer in your hometown. Everybody's got heroes, these big, impressive names that everybody knows. But who's the hero in your hometown? And they don't have to do anything heroic, or maybe they did, but maybe it's something small that everybody knows, like somebody put Roll Tide Willie. Like, that's their hometown hero.
You know who that is?
Yeah. I mean, he's going viral, he's kind of this character. So who is it? I think the more obscure, the better. And if they've got a great story to go along with it, that would be perfect. Who is your local hometown hero? Just tell us what they did and what makes them a hero in your eyes. At the Ace TJ Show, we'll get your answers next.
It's radio. It's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
All guests of the Ace and TJ show stay at the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful rooms, incredible dining options. Book your room by calling 980-299-7123. It's the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group. Attention Charlotte, treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh, seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tableandtwine.com.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities, and we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
Share Funny is now a little bit extra. Don't miss the Extra Funny podcast, live every weekday on the Ace and TJ Family app or anytime wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
That's right. You better go get that Ace and TJ Family app. It's free. I don't know what you're doing. If you don't have it yet, you can watch the show, listen to the show, check out the Extra Funny podcast. We've got exclusive content only available on the app, plus a great way to win prizes like Ace and TJ merchandise and cool, unique experiences. So go get the app, acetj.com/app, stream wherever, whenever you want. So we were talking about who's your local hero. Ace has always said his mom is his hero. What did she do that makes her your hero?
I think my mom held it all together when my parents split up and my dad wasn't there. A lot of times he wasn't the best at making child support payments and that kind of thing. And my mom managed to find a way to go back to school. We ran a really tight budget. She went back to school to get her master's so she could make a little bit more money as a school teacher. Somehow she got me and my sister both to all the things that we were involved in. I never missed out on anything. Like, there's nothing I really couldn't do in school. And so she just managed to find a way to make everything work. And then I realized later, like, I always knew she was busy, but it wasn't until I had kids, I think that's true with a lot of people, that you realize, man, she did this all by herself. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good answer. So who is your local hometown hero? They don't have to do anything necessarily heroic, but everybody kind of knows them, or they hold a very high, they're held in high esteem in your mind, at least.
Legendary.
Legendary. Jill's got a great answer that I think is perfect for what we're asking. The man at the QT a few months ago that helped my daughter when her hood on her car broke while driving down I-85. She was able to exit on Graham Street at the QT gas station. I know exactly where that is. With the hood on top of her roof. I followed behind a man walking into the store, saw us struggling, came over, reattached the hood, even had the tools to do it. I offered to pay him. He would not accept any money. I asked his name, and he said that was not important. He gave us a salute and then left. That's a hero.
Yeah, he just did it and went on about his business.
Small acts of kindness.
Or a man on the run from the law.
Don't worry about my name.
That's right.
Yeah, a nice man who was being... he was wanted.
That's a great way to run a dark cloud over a wonderful story. Or he could be a murderer.
Or he's
I'm just
on
saying.
the run from the law.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other options.
Sure, absolutely. We don't know about that guy. But on the surface, it does look like he is a hero. Holly's got a really interesting answer. The Florida man. General Florida man. Mm-hmm. He's a hero because he's always in the news for doing something stupid, which makes me feel better about my own life decisions. Love that.
That doesn't count, does it?
Yeah, no, not really. But it's fun. There's some of these. Valerie said, the man that pushed my car 50 feet to the pump when I ran out of gas.
That's a great one.
It's an excellent one because you've helped people that have had their car break down, right, Ace?
Yeah, a few times.
With Tech D Rob? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rob, you're the hero in somebody's story.
I don't feel like that's true.
Of course you are. They're going to be like, remember that guy that helped us push the car? What did you do? I don't even remember.
Got them out of a snowbank. They were snowed in. They couldn't keep going forward, so we got them out of the snow.
Remember that guy with the
They're not
beard?
remembering me.
Yeah.
Huh?
They're not going to remember me. I wasn't very enthusiastic.
Yeah,
That's
because he stayed in the truck. Yeah.
Rob made it clear that day he did not want to stop and get to help this
I
person.
saw he told me he was doing. I was like, no, what? No.
I said, we got to pull over and help this person, Rob. And he was like, why? I said, because that person needs help.
He said, like, why? Why would we do that?
And the next day we stopped to help somebody else, and it was worse. And Rob was like, I guess we're stopping. But yeah, we're stopping to try to help this person. We couldn't help that person. They were like, hey, you're stuck. You got to call a wrecker to get you out of here. But sorry, we tried.
And I was like, I told you we couldn't.
Rob made it clear he did not want to stop and help anybody.
So maybe you're not the hero in somebody's story.
I think so.
Wrecker, a.k.a. tow truck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry.
You don't have to call the wrecker on this
Yeah,
one.
that's what we called it growing up. Wrecker.
Yeah, you don't need a wrecker, man.
We're going to get some updates about one member of the Ace and TJ show coming up next.
Live in the morning and anytime you want it on the Ace and TJ family app. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.
When it comes to your money and things like a cash out refi, you hear a lot of stuff these days. Information is flying around, but here's the bottom line. You want someone you can trust. Well, here is someone that we trust. Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies. We worked with Richard for years, and you know all the ins and outs, and more importantly, you give everybody options.
That's right. We have a lot of options. You know, this one lady, we just refinanced her house, paid off all of her credit card debts. She even paid her car off. She's saving $1,000 a month. So that really changes her life and her, you know, her financial well-being.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to make a house payment until 2024. So, I mean, there's not a better time to do it is when you need the extra money every month.
They call it cash out, is what we call it in the business.
Cash out.
Cash out.
That's right. Cash out.
So it's one free 5-minute phone call right now, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or go to homewithrichard.com. Do it today. You'll be so glad you did. The Richard Toccato Companies. Should you buy? Should you sell? How do I present my house if I do want to sell it? All of those questions can be answered by the experts, and they can take care of you with the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team knows everything there is to know about selling, marketing, and buying houses. So get in touch with them today at acetj.com/Temple team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
Bradham Brothers offers heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust. Their family business has served thousands of customers with honesty and a smile for over 50 years. Go to bradhambrothers.com to schedule service or a free estimate today. New year, new you. Kickstart your journey to a healthier lifestyle by joining the Gaston County Family YMCA today. Family-friendly fun, expert trainers, and a welcoming community await. Make 2024 your healthiest year yet. Visit GastonYMCA.org for more info.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culvers. It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime. Thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/Neogenics, Neogenics. Great food, great drinks, great service, and great atmosphere. You can find them all at one place. Fahrenheit on South Caldwell in Uptown Charlotte, 21 stories above the city. Get details and make reservations at acetj.com/Fahrenheit.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
When you need furniture for your house, it can be overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing. That's why the great team of designers they have at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture can help you throughout the process. Whether you're looking for a comfortable mattress, probably the most comfortable you've ever been on, bedroom furniture, living room furniture, it is all fantastic at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, and that family-owned and operated business can help you like no other. Go to acetj.com/mattress to check them out. acetj.com/mattress for Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
We'll find out what's going on with TJ's face here in just a second.
With TJ's face?
Yeah, not to give you a complex or anything, but got to talk about that.
All right.
But the reason I bring it up is because I almost killed my dog last night, and I'm not even kidding. Last night, I'm reading on my Kindle, and the dog jumped up on the bed. And I have a king-size bed, and it's just me. A lot of space. I love it. I can never go back to a queen bed. Well, now that I have this king bed, I can never go back. And he jumped up on the bed. My dog does not cuddle. They're like kind of like chow chows. They're a little aloof, a little distant, unless TJ comes over and then he's like going bananas. But he jumped up in the bed, which never happens. So I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I don't want to move. So he leaves. You know, I'm not going to move a muscle. So I just sit there with my Kindle. He comes up and lays next to me, which has never happened. Puts his head on my shoulder. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm in heaven. This is amazing. So I like slowly wrap my arm around his head. And then I put the Kindle down on my chest. And I'm just like, well, I'll just lay here. I'm not going to even turn the light off. Fall asleep like that. My arm around his head. I mean, it was like perfect. At about 11:30 at night, I hear, I have him in a, he has not moved, and I basically got him in a chokehold, and that he is putting, I mean, he could easily lift his head and get out of this, but I had fallen asleep with my elbow right around his neck, and he's going, and I went, oh my God, buddy, what are you doing? I like ripped my arm out from under, but he seemed perfectly fine, although he was choking to death. So I was like, man, he needs like a CPAP or something. He can't breathe in that tight hold. But I was thinking about TJ's face the other day. He has this big, well, he had a big wound on the bridge of his nose from his CPAP machine.
Yeah, I got a new mask, a different style of mask. And right across the bridge of my nose is a line that stays red all the time now.
And you thought you had a big pimple, but I think it was just that strap.
Because it was hurting like that. It was hurting like an underground pimple.
And I saw it on the podcast the other day, and it was like really red. It showed up on camera really bad, but it looks fine now. Yeah. You look much better.
I think I need to start putting a Band-Aid on that spot every night to pad it. Yeah. Like create a buffer between that. Yeah. And people go, why don't you just get a different mask? Well, because they're expensive. And I don't want to hear, why did you change the style of mask you've been using for all this time?
Like she has any idea like what you need. And Ace, you were doing a thing for your snoring for a while, that thing that lifted up your head.
No, I just tried that. I tried that one time. It didn't work.
Has your snoring got any better?
No, it's terrible.
Is that causing problems?
Yeah, a lot of times either I wake up or Amanda will wake me up like, you're snoring so loud. And I was like, okay. And I get up and go in the other room and go back to sleep.
Do we need to get you a CPAP?
Realistically, I probably need, like a sleep apnea test thing.
Yeah. They're so much fun.
Realistically, I should probably figure out what it's called first.
Sleep study.
Thank you.
Sleep. I need that sleep apnea thing.
I'm going to take that sleep apnea test thing, because I think is how I referred to it.
Rob, do you think he needs a CPAP?
I don't know. I mean, I've just barely started using mine, so I'm not an expert.
Yeah. I don't know if I can work on a show where everybody's wearing CPAPs. What's wrong with you guys? Yeah. Just go to bed.
See, and I want Ace to have one, so then I can say, see, it's not just because I'm fat. Ace is skinny.
Share Funny is now a little extra. The Extra Funny podcast coming up at 9 a.m. live on the Ace and TJ Family app and anytime wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.